What in the world? I had everything so prepared, everything so ready. We were so good. We had the intro. I hit the intro button. I have no idea why sometimes the intro just doesn't work. But I'm glad y'all are here, and maybe that's what it's just going to be like. This whole stream is going to be full of technical glitches. If that's the worst thing that happens, it's not going to be the worst thing that happens. We're going to be good together. Audio's what?
I don't know. Weird, apparently.
Audio sucks.
What's wrong with your mic? You tried to move it away because you were loud and I'm not loud.
Hold on.
Robotic. Wow.
Wait.
Oh no, you're hurting everybody's ears.
1 second. Okay, is my audio better, is my audio worse? Y'all let me know. I just restarted everything there. I know, best live stream ever, exactly.
Still not working.
What's going on? Keep them entertained, Gigi.
Well, should I talk? Oh, goodness. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Wow. Check your connection. You think the mics are bad? I don't know. Water damaged? I don't think so.
All right, sorry about that. Y'all let me know, it's probably gonna be lower now, so let me know, is that better? Is that worse? Does this suck? How does that work? I got audio now, but wow, okay. We just completely changed the mic setup. Here, Jill, I think that one might not be on here. Hold on. Here, just take that one off and just clip that thing on you. And this is riveting content. Nothing works as soon as we get back. Yeah, you can just take that one off. You're going to use that mic right there. Very low. I will boost it. No problem there. We can...
better but low.
We can do this. We can fix it. It's going up. Y'all just don't be surprised when it gets louder right here, okay? Because it is about to get a little bit louder. All right, so now we're audio test.
In my necklace. There we go.
May sound awful for this stream, but I apologize. We are doing everything we can. The audio's working. I have no idea why it sounded bad. So all the metrics, all the numbers look good, but I don't know why it was sounding awful for y'all. I will diagnose it and I will burn everything to the ground.
Do I just clip this on?
Just clip it on. Just go for it. Just go for
it.
Just go for it. At this point, I don't care where you put it. Throw it across the room. Do whatever it takes. I'm quitting and I'm taking another 2 weeks off. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know. I'm going to put that there. Y'all tell me if that's too loud or if that's not loud enough.
Well, the good thing, these are the new mics. I didn't have time to test them and set them up, so I didn't want to use them. Yep. Here, we'll be able to boost your audio higher than mine, so we'll be at a similar level. Just hadn't had time to test any of that. So I didn't run. I just ran with the old mics we've been using forever. And apparently, they decided to take 3 weeks off, and I didn't know.
Yep.
You know? All right.
Okay, we're good.
Only 800 people saw that. So almost nobody saw that complete and total disaster. We're 7 minutes in, and a lot of new folks on their first streams like, is this what it's like?
No, we promise.
It is not. It is not. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to go over. We have kind of an unstructured stream a little bit here, but for those that don't know.
Let me just clear this up. This is water, people.
It's water. It's water.
Not vodka, water.
Jill doesn't like vodka. It's gin. Jose's first stream, and this is what he sees. Sorry about that,
Sorry,
Jose.
Jose.
So we're going to do some things that we probably shouldn't do. We're going to talk about some things we probably shouldn't talk about. My team might be mad at me tomorrow. Not a lot I can do about that because
you going to talk about something
they didn't give me anything to do, and I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to talk about at this point.
Oh, no.
You think the audio's crisp? You think these are better mics? Good. Seth says no, don't do it. I think we're going to. And I've got gloves.
No.
We just got back from Frey Ranch.
I know, I've got gloves too.
Y'all notice the Frey Ranch hat right here? So we have Frey Ranch gloves. Frey Ranch even gave me this fancy thing here that I'm liable to hurt myself with. Look at it. Wow.
With your gloves on while you're doing
it. Jay Franco says, have Jill listen to the live stream on her phone. We probably could have done that, but we just need to struggle. We just needed to struggle and get it going ASAP.
Well, I guess we'll hear it in the playback. These are awesome.
Yes, so apparently when you go to Frey Ranch to do a barrel pick, they give you custom work gloves because you put in some work to pick a barrel. You didn't need gloves for it, so they're still in mint condition, but...
And I'm not using them for anything.
I'm going to use mine. I'm going to get some work done. I think that's how they would want it.
Probably. Yes.
I think that's how they would want it. Get some work done.
We also have our hats. It's actually making my head really
So apparently the lights didn't work, did they? RJ says, it's all good. Don't sweat the small stuff. With the $2 super chat. The lights are supposed to go green.
Feels like this is some big stuff.
Nothing's working.
Don't throw your gloves.
They're leather. They'll be fine. Man, that was a stressful start. I need some whiskey.
Yeah, I really wasn't supposed to go that way.
We had some conversations today with Old Soul about some things we're thinking about doing. And I decided to break out the Old Soul and give them a try because I don't know if Jill has ever had
Is our Frey Ranch pick barrel proof?
Yes. It is 124.64 proof, I believe. Something like that.
All I know is it's good.
We are going to talk about our pick here in just a minute. And as a matter of fact, I haven't drank anything. I'm just worked up now, okay? So y'all give me a break. Can't talk. As a matter of fact, one of the things I'm probably going to do that we shouldn't do at this point is we are going to blind our barrel pick against the other two we have, including the liquor lineup pick.
I don't know.
Probably
I don't know about that.
I should wait till the barrel pick video's out. We'll do it again then with an official bottle. Like, it's still going to sit in the barrel for a little while longer. They said maybe we might have it by April, by the April release, our barrel pick release. More than likely, it's probably going to be June before we have it at least. So you don't really know when they're going to show up because it's not in their control. They know when they're going to ship it. But like we've got barrels right now, we'll talk about in a second. We'll update you on all of our barrel picks that are coming. But like once they ship them, you still don't know when they're actually going to show up.
This is Oscar's pick and Richard's
Yeah,
pick.
Oscar's pick. That's nice. MGP, I believe, on these. So it's got that little bit of orange kind of spice, orange zestiness. Beach Sand, just want to say thank you for emailing me back about my channel. I finally hit the 100 subscriber mark. Awesome.
Congratulations.
The lights did work too. Awesome, Beach Sand. I appreciate it. Thank you. So if you have any questions, just keep, like, I give you pointers. Go do those things. Reach back out once you think you have them all done. Happy to look at it again. So, oh, Devin, we're working on a toasted pecan. We're working on a Crittendens toasted pecan. Matt has to get distribution in Texas before we can even try to get such a thing. So I know they've got several barrels they were working on. I'm hoping we can secure one. If not, we'll try to work with the Mississippi Sippers, see if we can get one for the Brew Crew, the B team. Cheers from London. Appreciate it, James. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all let me know if you ever had Old Soul, and do you think we should do a pick with Old Soul? Because that's what we were talking about. We were having some conversations. We've got a lot of things in the works. We brought on Grant, we brought on Seth to help us with some things, and things are happening really fast. I mean, it's first month, and I can't keep up anymore, which is great. It means a lot of things are moving. We are talking about maybe doing a meetup in Brandon, Mississippi at a distillery before we have the Spillway event. So the Spillway event is April 6th. It's the first Saturday in April. That's going to be their lottery. We're talking about, still waiting on Grant to confirm a lot of details, maybe having a meetup that Friday before in Jackson, Mississippi, at the distillery. So I think that could be really fun. And these guys are right there. These are right there where the Spillway event's happening. Maybe do a meetup. Maybe we can find a hotel with a conference room, do a bottle share. We're definitely going to do some stuff in Kentucky as well. Thank you, Andrew. Bud Light is good, Caden, if you like light beer. Weller Foolproof Store Pick 200. If you've never had one, sure, I wouldn't. Yeah, Josh is in the chat here. So April 6th, we're going to definitely do his thing. So if y'all didn't watch, it's the video on the channel where we got like 50-something free bottles. Most of them they just gave us. Some of them we won. So watch that video. It's just a lottery type system where they sell an awful lot of really cool bottles, a lot of barrel picks and things. We're going to have a blast. Will's already working on a merch tent. I was about to say merch truck. A merch tent. He can't buy a truck. I'm not giving him that kind of budget. Working on a merch tent, have some hats. He's working on some special merch just for that event. And I have no idea what just happened to my stream. The chat just disappeared. The chat is... This will forever be known as the technical challenges. It went to questions. What in the world is going on?
There we go. Okay, we're back.
Lord have mercy.
Wow.
Will just asked a question and it went straight to the questions and I'm lost.
I did my job. I cleaned up the bar tonight.
Jill did great.
I did my job.
Apparently
that was
prepared
all I was
absolutely
in
nothing.
control of, and I did a good job on that.
Seth tried something and broke it. Seth said he broke it. Okay.
Oh.
it went crazy for me. I think we got it right now. I think you're good. Continue to play around. Y'all hit the like button for me if you would before we get into doing some crazy shenanigans here. See if we can't get a few more folks in here. 1,000 already. That is a great start. We're happy to be back at it, even though we had some technical difficulties to get this going.
Hey, Uncle Nate.
Nate in the house. Hey, Nate, I've got to catch up with you. It won't happen this week. It's going to be next week because my phones are back to back to back all week trying to catch up from 2 weeks out. But we've definitely got some things to discuss. So let's talk about updates right now, and then we're going to do some blinds and try some different whiskeys. The mobile app we are working on is under development. We've got a few bottles in there. We've tested. You can scan them. You can see the details of those. We're working on being able to post messages and different things in there, so we're seeing a lot of progress. I'm hoping next week, definitely the week after, if not next week, we're going to start adding more development talent to the roster to see that app start moving an awful lot faster. We've got the framework we wanted kind of fleshed out, the design starting to be built out, and then we're going to start adding a bunch more people. I'm still hoping by the summer, I'm hoping earlier than that we can have some people in there. By the summer, I'm hoping to have at least a decent product to release to everybody, and we will continue to improve that as we go. And then, SHOT Show, Josh is asking about SHOT Show in the chat there. It was a lot of fun. I got recognized way more than I thought I would, and I might now be an ambassador for a couple of companies there, and we might have Canon Safe Company making us a custom Brewzle safe to store all of our bottles. So that's going to be fun. Going to be a lot of fun. All right, so it's working again. Okay, so somebody let these folks know that they're late. They're late. They're way behind. If they're still worrying about audio issues, I think we're good there. Roaming Man Release 9. Nice, Dustin. The clout definitely helped. The clout has helped. We went to Frey Ranch. We just did that pick. So I'll update you on the other barrel picks that we are working on or have coming. We're going to stop really promoting the barrel picks ahead of time. We're going to start letting folks know after so that you can, jump in on the next ones, not jump in front of people that have been waiting on these. But I will provide updates on them here. We're just not going to do a lot of videos to draw in a lot of new people. So we've got updates on the Ben Holladays. They finally got cleared for both of them to make it into Texas. So they haven't shipped either. I told them I went ahead and okayed the Weeder, but they have waited and now they are both ready to be shipped. I don't think we're going to have them in Texas for the release we're trying to do in February. And so we're going to release every other month so we have a bunch of barrels so that everybody gets a chance at a bottle, everybody in the Brewzle Club, the patron. And we are going to drop every other month. So if it doesn't happen February, those will be available in the April release. We've got the Still Austin is shipped. It's in the distributor system, but the distributor's moving warehouses, and that's cost us a little bit of time. Again, hoping that one shows up extremely soon. Short Barrel has bottled the barrels we have for them. They've sent me pictures of at least one. I think they're all barreled or bottled and are on their way to Texas. Normally with them, they have a quick turnaround getting them there. So we should have the Bee's Knees, the honey finish toasted. We've got 2 toasted barrels, one of them in a 4 Roses. It's a Green River in a 4 Roses barrel, out of this freaking world. They said it was the best toasted they've ever done, and we picked up an OZ Tyler Green River that I just absolutely love that barrel. So we'll see what gets released in February. We're going to try to drop at least 5 barrels in February if we have them there, at least 5, and then we'll hold the next couple and try to release 5 or 6 in April. All right, so where are we at here? Let's see. Josh in Texas, how did I get your pick? Josh, your best bet is to sign up on Patreon, and we will try to communicate, or join the mailing list, and we'll try to communicate. We can't technically do the releases through Patreon anymore, but that's your best bet to have access to those right now. And then we'll communicate with you. We're going to do the releases a little differently in February, but we're going to try to make those as simple as possible. Charles says, will they have tater stickers? Every one of them from here on that we can tater, we will tater. I think the toasteds will not, because they're already, they had them earmarked for Georgia release and they were so good I stole them. So I don't think those will. Everything else will be tater stickered. Where will they be selling in Texas? They'll be selling online, and you just have to, they get to Texas, but you have to buy them online and they ship to you. They'll ship out of Austin. Justin with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate it. Jonathan with the 5 proof member for 6 months. Cheers, TJ and Jill. Boy, we have missed you guys. I've missed streaming. It's been fun. It's been a little stressful here the first, 10, 15 minutes of this stream. But, Brewzle, Brewzle, buy your tractor.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and start with this.
When is the Mississippi Lotto again? It is April 6th. Oh, you're going to start talking. Jill's going to go through some thank yous.
Well, yeah, I'm just going to start this one because I want to drink it. So, so these 2 bottles of wine were sent by Les Bramlett. He said, Brewzle fam, I am Les Bramlett, new to the bourbon, but longtime wine lover. My wife and I don't have many bourbons to share, but we do have plenty of wine. Thank you for allowing us to share our wine with you. We hope you enjoy the wine included. Both are from California. One's a Malbec and one is a Cab. I look forward to my bourbon journey. Thank you, Les. Thank you so much for sharing those with us. I'm only going to open one tonight. Which one should I open?
Whichever one you want to drink, babe.
Oh,
I don't have
I'm
a
going to go with
dog
a
in that
Malbec. It has a cool little dragon on it.
It's a dragon Malbec.
Dragon Malbec.
Ian with the $6.99 Canadian super chat. I'm in Canada and I'd like to try your picks. Will they ever ship here? We are trying. We have asked our retailer says he can ship to Europe now, so we may be adding Europe at some point. He said by summer we'll be able to ship to 49 states, and so Canada's a maybe. I don't know yet, but I've asked specifically about Canada, or actually Grant is asking specifically about Canada, and then we will see.
Don't mind me.
Go for it, babe. Just do it. Just do it. Just make all the noise in the world, please. Ashton, we have some... Josh says, what tier gets me the best chance to get a pick? Well, so we are trying to release... Gets louder. It gets louder. We are trying to release enough barrels so every tier has a chance at a pick. The lowest tier will have the lowest chance, but we're hoping that even some in that lowest tier have access to some of the picks. And we're going to have like regular release bottles. So if we release a toasted barrel from Short Barrel, we want some regular toasted. So even if you don't get a pick, you can at least try some harder to find regionally distributed stuff. So the higher the tier, the better your chances to get the pick you want. But we're trying to drop so many bottles that every tier has access to something. That is the goal. We will not, that's why we're moving to every other month. We're trying to, get ahead with that little bit of a gap we had so we have enough barrels. And then we're working with a retailer on getting a lot more. Like we're talking to, somebody just mentioned Middle West. We're talking to Middle West. We're having some conversations with them. I've got samples over here for New Riff where we're talking to like 5 or 6 distilleries this week about possibly getting some picks. So we've got a lot in the works to make sure we've got enough barrels, and our retailer may be able to provide us with some barrels as well.
That's delicious.
Yes,
that's
fantastic.
A Malbec, a 2015 Malbec.
Boz with the $5 super chat, appreciate it. And we're trying to get some mainstream picks as well through this retailer. We'll just have to see. There are some states right now, Travis, we can't ship to. By summer, by July is what they've promised me. We will be able to ship to everywhere except for Utah. Let me try that.
I think Dennis is behind maybe. He says audio is horrible, or maybe the audio is back to being horrible. I don't really know.
I assume somebody would let us know. Everybody let us know that the audio was horrible, so he must be behind. Somebody tag Dennis and let him know he's behind.
This is good.
New Riff did come around with samples. We're doing quite a few barrel picks that I'm interested in. So Deep Fried Deals asked, will we allow more 20 or 50 tier members? So what we're doing, I'll try to explain this the best I can. We're trying to be fair and make sure everybody that's in the tier gets access to a barrel pick. So we are locking higher tiers, and he will eventually lock all of them but the lowest tier once they start to get to a certain number. And then every time we can increase our number of barrels, like we're dropping 5. If 5's not enough, then we'll keep them locked until we can get 6, 7, 8 barrels. Once we're dropping 8 barrels and then, they get all the way through and we've got some bottles left, we'll then expand all those tiers. We're just trying to make sure if you're in a tier and you expect access, that you do indeed get access to a barrel pick. And so you can be on the free tier or you can be on that bottom tier. And that gives us an idea of who's interested so we know how many barrels to go out and get. Because I mean, if it keeps growing and y'all keep wanting them, we'll try to go out and get 40, 50 barrels a month. Like we can get kind of nuts with it, but we got to make sure we know folks are interested. We have enough folks interested to sell those. Eric with the $5 super chat, appreciate it. Why the ad all of a sudden, Eric? I didn't turn on an ad. I don't know. That is a good wine though, Jill.
It is really good.
I don't know how I can ship like the retailer. So the retailer does a lot of delivery for Drizzly, and which I think shut down. But a lot of these delivery services, I think they own stores all the way throughout the U.S. And so they have ways they're doing it. I don't know. It's not my area of expertise. They claim they're completely legal and above board. I believe them. Riley still wanted to crack my old ER decanter. It's busy gathering dust, enough to make a grown man crack. Oh, then crack it. Pop it open. Alvin, we're working on shipping internationally actually right now. We're working on it. So give me a little bit of time. We might. Oh, man. That old soul is pretty solid. You want to do a blind here, Jill? Is that what we want to do?
I think that's what you want to do. Yeah.
We're going to do a blind. The team probably doesn't want me to do this. Shred's going to give me a hard time about it tomorrow. I know he is. We were supposed to save this. We will do it again once we have an actual bottle, because the actual bottles are oftentimes different than the sample bottles we get.
And yeah, you can just see what the difference is.
This is the sample bottle from our barrel pick at Frey Ranch.
Are you done with these?
I'm done with the old souls. What do you think about the old souls?
I like it.
You like it?
I liked the one you gave me.
You had the 10 type
and then
earlier,
I had that
think.
one earlier, and it was really good. I think I like the 10 type better than the one you gave me.
I think most folks would like that better, for sure. This is an El Cerrito liquor Frey Ranch pick. This one is 130, 1.5 proof.
Whoa.
Lord, they got a hot one. This one is the famed liquor lineup pick that got us started on Frey Ranch. It is 136 proof, and ours is the baby at like 120 something proof, I think.
Oh.
Where's that little small bottle? Let me confirm the proof on that. Is it? You put it over?
I didn't.
No, not this one. It's the one with Frey on the front of it.
Okay, hold on.
Eric tuned in with some Eagle Rare. Nice. Josh just joined your $10 level. Look forward to your picks and content. Audio is fine. Awesome. Fantastic. What's up, Kira in the chat? David here as well. Man, I'm ahead of the super chats. We set up a new thing so I could time the super chats with when they show on the screen, and then I just jumped ahead. I told Jill not to do it, and then I did it. There are no rules. What does that look like to you?
Let me see.
Here, I forgot. I took a picture of it earlier because I can't read it.
Oh.
It is 62%, it looks like.
Yeah.
So 124.
62.32.
Ours is less. We're going to give an honest review. I'm going to step out of here, and Jill is going to blind these in the colored glens.
The colored glens.
Yes.
Gotcha. How
Kobe,
many? There's 3 of them.
Do what?
There's 3.
Yes, there's 3 different things for us to try.
I saw somebody.
Appreciate it, Tim.
Somebody commented on one of our lives where I took a picture of the bottles after I blinded them, and I only had 2 bottles. They're like, oh, she had to take a picture when there's only 2 bottles.
They don't know Jill.
Like, come on, you expect me to remember that, even if it is 2 bottles?
Well, you want to make sure you're right.
Right.
Because I'm going to be wrong, so you got to make sure you're right.
Make sure I'm right. I got to have photographic evidence, okay?
Yes. Kobe joining in from the Florida Panhandle. Really enjoy the content. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support.
I'm coming to the Florida Panhandle.
Jill is going.
I am.
We're on this trip, and Jill's like, I never want to go anywhere ever again. We get home on like Thursday, Friday, she's planning a trip already. That is exactly how
it was already
doesn't
planned.
want to go. You're already playing? We did a fun hunt when we were in Reno. We'll talk about that here in a second. We hunted with quite a few other folks. We did a little group hunt, and I lost. I lost the hunt. So the lights stayed green. What's the deal with that?
Not sure.
Lord have mercy. What in the world? They'll go back when another super chat comes in, maybe. Nothing's working today. Nothing's working. That's where we're at. I can change it. Let's do that. What's your favorite bourbon of all time, Jill, according to Shane here?
My favorite of all time, William LaRue Weller.
That makes sense.
Yes, that's my favorite of all time. But as we know, I'm a huge Frey Ranch fan. And I have several others that I really like.
All right, we got the lights back right while we were doing that, because, you know, hey, what's with the ad? I gotta remember to maybe we just turn off ads. I don't know why they keep
Coy Hill
popping
too.
up.
Yes, absolutely Coy Hill.
Yeah, Coy Hill's second.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if y'all get ads. We don't, like, YouTube just seems to be going crazy lately with the ads. Hit the like button for me if you would. Y'all will be able to hear me. I'm not gonna mute.
All right,
but,
so you'll be talking, I don't gotta talk.
I mean, you could talk if you
There's
want to.
Les. Yes, Les, we got the wine, and we actually just opened a bottle on the stream. Thank you again so much for the wine. I tried the Malbec tonight. Next stream, I'll open up the other bottle. But this one's really good. We both just tried it.
Les, you need to quit sucking up to my wife by giving her wine. I ain't giving her any wine. You're just trying to show me up, aren't you? I see. It worked. It was a very, very shrewd tactic. Touche. One-upped me. I should buy her wine. I just keep buying her whiskey. What's wrong with me? I feel like I'm a little selfish.
Ow. Okay.
I don't have any hats in here to change into. What am I doing? I am completely and totally unprepared. This stream is, it's one of those,
I think this is a dangerous blind you're doing here.
Did you say it was a dangerous blind? I can barely hear. It's 130 something, 130 something, and 120 something proof. Plus, we need our barrel pick to be top tier. So it is a little bit of a dangerous blind in that, one, it could really get out of hand because Jill likes to pour these heavy. Even though I want slightly heavy, she likes to go heavy. So it's a lot of alcohol, not to mention.
All right, so I have to take a picture.
What if ours is worse? What if ours is not as good as everybody else's? That would be a shame. It won't matter. Like, we only got one barrel. I asked when I got there, I said, how many barrels can I buy? And Ashley Frey is like, that is the most common question we get. And the answer is the same for everybody. One. And so we gladly took the one. Then they took us into the Rick house and gave us some stuff that is just insane. I got a little sample. We'll try that after this blind.
Okay.
It is nuts.
We're ready.
And if I begged for that barrel, I begged for it. Like, I was like, whatever you want, just let me know. They would not sell it. It's going to be a distillery only release. We'll talk about it here in a minute. If they release it, y'all had better buy it. And I think one of them will be in their distillery, one of them will be online, and you better buy it.
I said a dangerous blind.
What did I say?
No, somebody said, did I say a Danish blind? But I don't know what that is.
Yes, this is a Danish blind.
Dangerous.
It's a cheese Danish. I'm blinding 3 cheese Danishes.
Dangerous.
Steven, first super chat, going to open up my first bottle of E.H. Taylor single barrel. I'm ahead of super chats again. I'm supposed to wait till they show up over here. But there you go. Traveler isn't worth it. We should have bought it though.
Yeah,
I mean, it ain't worth it,
we're
but
still
we
gonna
gotta
try
have
it.
it.
I still want it.
A Danish is going to be a tasting note. That smells delicious. Now, for those that haven't had Frey is more grain forward. I would compare it really to like a Willet Purple Top almost, how grain forward it is, but like in an interesting way. Now, they do it intentionally. You'll see in the video that we shot. They grow all the grains. Like, I've never seen anybody malt their own barley, not a bourbon distillery. And so, like, they're insane. In a good way, as far as like how far they're taking the craft of this. And so their whiskey is meant to showcase their grains, and it seems to do it. So, Tim C, Open Like a Fan here, found your channel in December. Can't quit watching. Just getting into whiskey and bourbon. Fantastic content. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And then before I get into this, Ken is asking, does the $10 tier get chances at bottles? Yes, they do. Every tier gets chances at bottles. The 10 tier has a better chance than lower tiers. So like realistically, the really desirable bottles, so like on this next drop, the honey finish, probably won't make it to the 10 tier, honestly, but you'll have short barrel toasteds and things make it down there for sure. So we're trying to drop enough to where the 10 tier gets access to some really fun stuff. Is the Frey better than the 13 sweet potato? I honestly, I don't know. It's been so long since I've had the 13 sweet potato, J-Rock. But I would think so.
I remember that sweet potato.
I think so.
But I will say the one in the barrel house, the wheat.
Oh, yeah, the
Frey
wheat. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's better
You're
than
talking
sweet
about, like,
potato.
missed out. So, for those that don't know, we went to 13th Colonies, and they had a sweet potato whiskey. And we loved it. It was great. I wanted to buy it. They wouldn't sell it to us. But as far as, like, missed opportunities, the wheat from Frey is, there's no description. It is just, it tastes like a cream cheese. It tastes like cream cheese frosting. It's just it's a vanilla cupcake with cream cheese frosting. And I'm not talking about like a little bit of cream cheese. Like most people give bourbon tasting notes and they're like, it tastes like this and that, and it's super subtle. No, you could give this to anybody that's never drank bourbon and they would be like, that tastes like cream cheese.
It was delicious.
I've got a sample of it right here. And we bought a bottle of their wheat whiskey. We're gonna open it and try these two and see how they stack up here in just a little bit.
I don't think they're the same. I think
that's a single barrel of this, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's a single barrel they picked because it is so cream cheesy.
It is amazing.
I'm not doing a good job with this blind.
It's awesome. Yeah, but the whole experience at Frey was awesome. It was amazing. It lived up to every expectation I had before we went.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, everything we liked about Frey, we like more now.
Oh, yeah, completely. Colby and Ashley both were super sweet. The whole team, everybody. Jesse, we met him. Just so many people.
Oh, yeah.
There, and it was such a good time.
We got to get our Dr. Pepper rinse for this one. We got to be very professional with this one. Dr. Pepper, those 23 flavors really cleanse the palate. Mm-hmm. Man, these are all really good picks. So there's no loser here. No loser, but we got to have a winner.
I'm glad it's you having to do this. I don't know if I could. Well, I can't now because I know which one's which, but. Are you just ranking them like 1, 2, 3?
How else would you like for me to rank them? There's 3 of them.
I don't know. I guess 1, 2, 3.
Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
You're speechless.
Well, I'm hoping one's not our pick. One of these in particular, I hope it's not our pick.
Oh goodness. Don't say that.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like there are 2 that stand out a little bit here though. And I feel like there's one. Now ours will stay in the barrel a little longer. And that'll be good. So that might help it. I might actually have to get serious about this.
You might actually have to get serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were already serious about it.
I'm never serious about anything.
Did the Dr. Pepper help?
Doesn't really hurt that much,
No,
though.
it doesn't hurt. Dr. Pepper is the best.
Those are...
Are they all similar?
They are. I mean, they're all Frey Ranch single barrel cask strength. So, yeah, they're all similar.
Well, I know that this one's still my favorite.
If I had to pick, that one is the El Cerrito. The blue one is the El Cerrito. That is my least favorite.
The blue one is your least favorite.
The green one is the best one, and I still think it's the liquor lineup. Both of these are really good, but I think ours is the gold, and I think it's second. Final answer.
Which one's your favorite?
The green one.
Really?
Yeah, which one is that? The El Cerrito's my favorite?
Yep.
Something's not right.
Well, I took a picture. That's why I have photographic evidence, people.
So, I tried these the other day, like not ours, but I tried the liquor lineup in the El Cerrito, and the El Cerrito had a harshness on it that I don't. Was the green one the one that tasted like candy last time?
I don't remember. I think it is the green one that always makes you.
Is this got to be ours then, right?
No.
That's the liquor lineup pick?
Yes. Which is shocking.
That one has the harshness on it now, though.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, but try this. What do I know?
What do you know? I'm not sure.
What do I know? What do I know? 1.3, yeah, 800 was high. We hit 1,600 on the last live stream. Y'all hit that like button for me if you would. See if we can't break 1,600. That would be awesome. What do you think? In previous blinds, the liquor lineup pick beat that one.
That one's good.
Also, I started.
But for me, that one got a little harshness to it.
Well, that's what I tasted before, but I didn't get it today. So, I don't know. Some of these will get a little harshness on them.
Oh, this one.
This was actually the one I got a little harshness on when I was drinking it last week or a couple of weeks ago before we went to our pick. I don't know. It tastes freaking delicious tonight. All right? I know, we got a theater of people watching us consume alcoholic beverages. It is a weird place to be. I respect it. I appreciate it. I thank all of y'all for being here. But this is why we blind. But at least our pick, like, the liquor lineup's not. Like, disregard everything I said.
I don't know.
You agree?
I'm not sure this is our liquor lineup bottle.
Well, so that's fair assumption, fair thing. This is the first pour we've had out of this liquor lineup bottle.
This is a different bottle.
And this is a different bottle than one we had before, but it should be, like, it's the same sticker. We assumed it was the same barrel.
I don't know about that.
It's not as good as the last one.
No.
I just assumed it was the same.
I agree that this one's better.
Yeah. I assumed this was the same bottle because it had the same tater sticker on the back of it.
Yeah.
So could be a different bottle. They just stickered it the same. Fair?
Yeah.
Fair point. Tillers, what's going on? Cheers to you too. Austin, Texas in the house.
Yeah, that one is better.
A lot of folks drinking with me. We got almost 600 likes.
Now I gotta try ours.
Now you gotta try ours. Ours is good. Like these two were good. The liquor lineup pick was not as good as the last bottle we had. But ours, the top two were good. I was just glad ours wasn't the middle one. Adrian says, I'm retracing my steps so I can sell rat poison to you. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, Adrian. I'm hoping you, in particular, buy the rat poison, please, if you would. Maybe if you had a couple of pours, you would lighten up a little bit and not be such a pain in my ass.
Or just not watch.
You could do that, too.
You could just not watch.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, that might be
rolling.
easier.
Keep it positive. Springfield, Illinois is in the house. New distillery in Western Kentucky. What distillery is it? Let me know. Playing with a 5-month-old kitten sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
So you agree?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one we actually had to begin with.
I'm not retracing my steps, just so y'all are clear. I stand behind my results. I just thought that liquor lineup, like the first bottle we had was well beyond anything I tried here tonight. And I was expecting that one to be it, and it wasn't. Doesn't mean that ours is, ours is not better. I don't think ours is better than the liquor lineup pick bottle we had before. Really don't. But it's still really, really good. It's still a solid store pick. Nick Large, what's your favorite smooth whiskey? It depends on how you define smooth. Smooth usually means low proof, easy sipper, just kind of goes down easy. For that, I'm probably going to have like a Woodford Double Oak. a little bit of oakiness on it, but it is kind of, not super high proof. How was the Huling station? You want to try this?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Jill doesn't want to try it.
Well,
The
you
Huling
can,
station
I'm
was
good.
good. This is their bourbon. We've been talking to them, so there's a chance. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure. Not sure this is going to happen. I'm not sure this is going to work out this way. But I am not the biggest fan of George Dickel on the planet.
What?
I'm not the biggest fan. The mineral taste, in some blends, I'm okay with it. I can live with it, but just straight up George Dickel, not a fan. So we are talking about possibly doing sometime next month, I guess, February, March, doing a barrel pick at Old Dominick for their Tennessee whiskey. And I'm not sure, but I think it might be George Dickel barrels that they've aged themselves. Like, I think it might be barrels of George Dickel. And that is going to be hilarious. Now, what we're talking about doing is having a bunch of people in, doing a live stream live from their distillery where we have a bunch of people. We maybe have a bunch of samples and try to pare it down to 1 to 4 barrels that we buy. Depends on whether or not it's Dickel and whether or not we really love it. But that is the thinking. So I'm excited about that. We tried to do a pick with George Dickel, and they said, no, thank you. It makes sense why they would say that.
I don't know why they would say that.
I don't know why they would say that, but,
I mean,
I get why they would say it. But at the same time, it would be fun. Like, be fun.
And now you're just going to get one anyway. There you go.
Yeah, I may get one anyway. I may get an unsolicited.
Unless they're watching tonight and they go and put a stop to it.
Devin with the tater sticker name right there. Nothing like an unsolicited Dickel pick. That's got to be the name. Or say hello to my little friend. My mic clips a little when I get louder. Sorry about that. That is, we had a lot of audio problems early.
Yes,
and
a lot.
we've boosted the audio a bit. We changed mics, I haven't had a chance to set it all up. I could take it down a notch if y'all want, but I apologize for the audio difficulties for sure. Old Soul Tintype, I don't know, but I know they're more expensive now. Like, the new release is supposed to go up some for sure. All right, let's try this weeded. You want to do that? You want to get into the
I'll try
weeded?
that.
All right, let's push. We'll hang out a bit till 9 o'clock, then we'll
well.
try the weeded. You want to do that?
Yeah, we might as well use our
All right.
Frey.
When will the Brewzle app have a UPC? From the first release, Brian, it will have a UPC, like a barcode scanner, right from the get-go. And so that's the first thing that's developed. It's already kind of working. We're working on it a little bit, but it is already there. So right from the start. Now we probably won't do the social features. It'll just be scan, maybe add it to your selection, do some stuff with it, and then we'll start rolling in the social features and stuff. Just try to get it out to people, get a bunch of bottles in there, write some articles. We're gonna have folks blog about different bottles, do reviews, and just try to get it out to everybody. And then we'll start working on a lot of really cool, fun features. Try not to be too loud so it doesn't clip.
He's trying to control his voice.
Alex with his first super chat, brand new here. Cheers from Montreal. Why does everyone seem to hate on makers? I'm new to bourbon, but I'm currently sipping on the cash strength, and it's great stuff for $46.
I love Montreal, by the way.
Montreal's great. I have not been to Montreal.
No, but I have, and it was awesome. I have to take you back now.
You'll have to take me back. Makers it's a weeded bourbon. Honestly, the brand, for the most part, is kind of stale. Like, there's just not a lot of things they do that excite a lot of people. All of their stuff tastes exactly the same. The way they age their barrels, they do it so it tastes all pretty much exactly the same. And there is kind of some notes in there that are off-putting to some people. I don't hate on makers, but also I'm not super excited about anything they do, typically. If you get like some cash strength stuff, some of their finished series of things, I just bought another BEP. The FAE 01 and 02 were really good. The cellar aged, Jill is a huge fan of, I like as well. So they do some things at higher proof. I enjoy a Maker's Mark, but it's just like, folks are not typically super excited about the brand if they're really into whiskey, because it's a little more traditional and they haven't done a lot to get people excited. What is a good $50 to $75 bottle I should add to my bourbon collection? We just talked about Woodford Double Oaked. Maybe grab a McKenna 10, something like that. Maybe a Heaven Hill Bonded would be nice. Rare Breed Rye. I've not tried Rare Breed Rye yet. I think I tried the Bardstown Disco 11 at an event, but I don't recall for sure if that's the one we tried. All right, so these are still delicious. Michter's Single Barrel Rye. Nothing wrong with that. How did we get introduced to bourbon? I introduced her to bourbon.
Yes.
And I got introduced to bourbon because she's like, you're just getting fat drinking beer. You need to get less fat.
I did not.
And so I started drinking bourbon, and I
never
still
said
got
that.
fat.
I
might have said that. I might have said that, and she might have agreed with it. I don't know.
No.
Westward Whiskey. I don't know if I've tried that one or not. It sounds familiar, but like we got so many bottles I can't even remember at this point. Drinking some Barrel Vantage, and things are getting blurry. Well, slow down, Kobe. Hang out. We still got another hour to go here. Is bourbon healthier than beer? Actually, I don't know. Maybe. It's less carbs. So, yeah.
It is less carbs, but I don't know if that makes it healthy.
Alvin, we're never going to get an official Dickel 15-year pick, but we might get one through somebody else. It probably won't be 15 years old, though. The video is blurry. It looks fine to me. Looks good. It's technically vegan.
Oh.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
I feel like I'm a vegetarian because I only eat things that are vegetarians.
Oh my gosh.
Like cows.
Such a good joke.
My favorite bottle ever, Justin, William LaRue. Same as Jill. Coy Hill's going to be right up there. And then after that, it just evolves into a long list of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it gets kind of...
Yeah, the viewer's blurry. I get what he's saying. He's drank too much.
He is.
It's
Okay,
gotten blurry.
gotcha.
All right, let's pour a little bit of this. So this wheater right here is just full out cream cheese. I cannot describe to you any better than that. Like if you just took some cream cheese frosting and you put it in this glass, it is going to taste exactly the same. It's going to smell exactly the same. Ooh, look, I get to use my knife.
Oh my God. Literally, this is like if you opened a container of pre-made cream cheese frosting. It smells the exact same way.
It is the most cream cheese thing I've ever had.
Oh my
King of Kings
gosh.
with the $15 super chat. You don't say much about Whistle Pig. Do you like their products? Like Whistle Pig does ryes, and we're just now getting into ryes really. Their ryes are usually very rye. And so I've got a few Whistle Pigs here, but I just haven't gone down the super rye trail. I did try a Boss Hog and absolutely loved it. I just don't want to pay $500 for one to have around here. So this is their 100% wheat whiskey. I think it's 100% wheat. Yeah, exactly. So it says that right there. Single grain series. So they did 100% wheat, which I think that cream cheese barrel was as well.
Yeah. Do you know what the sad thing is though?
You don't have a whole barrel of it?
This is all we have of it.
That is the end of it.
And it's a distillery only release. It's going to be.
Like this smells really good, but it's not that. This smells like
I wish you guys could smell this. I'm not even lying. Like.
That smells like a perfume though. It's kind of like, it's like floral and fragrant.
Oh, wow.
Ryan, have you tried Creek Water by Yellow Wolf? I have not tried Creek Water. Should we? Let me know.
This is the only 100% wheat one we've ever tried.
Is that knife a Kershaw? I believe
yes,
it was.
That's what he said, I believe. A Kershaw.
I believe it was a Kershaw. Let's see. Hold on.
Is a Kershaw? Not was, because it still is one.
It was a Kershaw. Now it's a Gamble.
Oh, gosh.
Because I own it. Logan Martin. It's a good lake. Appreciate the super chat. There's a Lake Martin, then you got Logan Martin Lake. Here, if you're not local, you don't know. But you're named after a lake, or a lake was named after you, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Is this good? Mm-hmm. Like, does it not smell like a perfume?
Yeah. And it tastes like candy. There's like a candy
What's the proof on that?
I don't know, but it's good. It's a lower
102 proof. So that is really good.
Yeah.
It's not even close to that.
No.
It's not even close to that.
This is.
Wow, that is like a. It's almost like a Jolly Rancher, isn't it?
Yes. That's what I was just like a great Jolly Rancher.
Like the finish on it. Like I didn't get it. I was like, okay, it's sweet, and then it just finishes like a great Jolly Rancher. That is so. If you get a chance to get this 100% wheat,
get it.
Really, really good bottle. That is like you will never have another thing like that bottle.
No,
for sure.
So if you're at the distillery when they release this bottle, get it.
So one of them is going to be distillery only. One of the barrels they gave us is going to be online. And
if you can get either one of those.
One of them is like super cream cheese, and one of them is a little more subtle. It's still cream cheese, but actually more complex. So the one that's not as cream cheese might actually be a better bottle because there's more going on with it, whereas this one's just dominated by that cream cheese profile. I've never, ever, ever in all of my drinking tasted something that's not flavored that tasted like this release they're going to do at the distillery.
It just makes me sad.
Andrew, I love EH single barrel and use it as a regular sipper, but have you ever tried 4-grain barrel proof or warehouse C? I have tried the Amaranth grain of the God. That was fantastic. I have barrel proof. That is very much worth the hype. I haven't tried the 4-grain or the warehouse C. The Amaranth is good. It's not $2,000 good. It's a good bottle. Like it's not, like I would rather have a barrel proof most of the time for sure. Appreciate the support there, Eric Whitley. What is it?
I just, I
wished I had this barrel. I wished I am saddened. It's kind of like the sweet potato. I'm saddened by the fact that I could not secure this for y'all.
I know, y'all. This is so good.
Tyler wants to sniff it right now.
Oh,
Tyler says, let me smell the Frey sample.
Goodness.
Just
get some. You let him.
Oh, I let him. Okay, I was about to say. I thought he wanted me to. Yeah, you're right, Tyler.
He let me.
That Tyler.
Yes.
Yes, I let him sniff. I didn't let him drink it. I just let him sniff my sample. Logan Martin. Frogs. I don't know what Frogs is. I was named after the lake.
Oh, look.
There you go. Got to try the 23 William LaRue Weller, and it's great. Then we can expect a subscriber bottle share event. I'm assuming you said when. So if we go to Mississippi for the Spillway event, so for those that are just joining us, April 6th, we will be in Brandon, Mississippi at Spillway Wine and Spirits for their lottery event, which we documented on the channel last year. We are talking about the day before on Friday, doing an event at Old Soul and possibly doing a bottle share after that. Other than that, we are trying to get a festival going here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking at me. I thought I messed something up.
No.
We're trying to get a festival going here, and we may do a bottle share there, but it's dependent upon some property we are trying to buy. Bear Ogle.
Finish with that?
What weirdest Finnish whiskey you've had? Dickel Tabasco. Just why? Just why do we do? Maybe why we don't have a Dickel pick. Hi there with the $2 super chat. I thought that hi there was the message at first, and hi there is the name. Hello, how are you? How you doing? What is it? Marer Power 7979 says, if you come to Hawaii, can a bourbon hunt with you? Make sure you're in the Discord. Join the free patron tier at least. When we go places, we're trying to post it and do some stuff. Maybe. So I've got Grant doing a lot of the organization. I'm still wearing the other mic and this mic. I don't know what's going on. Where's it? It's just like,
yeah.
There it is. So we're trying to plan ahead of time and allow people to do more stuff with us. So Grant is doing a great job at that. Collins joined a bit late. Any Redwood Empire updates? No updates on the Redwood Empire. So we've got short barrel bee's knees, which is like their toasted honey finish. We've got 2 barrels of short barrel toasted. One is a Green River in a Four Roses barrel. Out of this world. They said it's the best toasted barrel they've ever done. We also bought a Jim Beam that's been in a Four Roses barrel. Really good. not quite the level of the other one. Really good. We bought an OZ Tyler barrel from them that I think is just out of this world. Like, it was great. Now, they gave me a bunch of whiskey before then, so who knows what I was feeling when I tried that one, but I liked it a lot. We've got the Still Austin pick coming. We have got 2 from Ben Holladay coming. We just did Frey Ranch. That'll probably be April, might be June, if not April. We are working with Chicken Cock to do one. You haven't tried that. You want to try a bottle? Like, it's over there if you want to try it. We've got some samples from New Riff, and we are talking to like 5 or 6 distilleries this week, and probably that many more next week to start getting picks rolling. Like, our goal is to release 5 or 6 barrels every 2 months, and then once we get comfortable with that, we will expand it to more and more and more barrels until we're doing all the barrels that y'all want. Like, we will do all that Caesar requires. Brewzle's Buzzard Brew cigar cut, or any cigar cut. So we are talking about doing our own cigar cut, like maybe our own cigar blend is our first release. I'm hoping to get Nancy Fraley on board with that. We are looking at some property that would allow us to do some stuff. All of my focus is really going on that right now. And then if that works out or doesn't work out, then we'll pivot and try to make that happen. Outside of that, if somebody's got a cigar blend, maybe. I'm trying to remember. I think I tried the Buzzard's Roost. Don't know if I loved it. I do really like the RY3 cigar cut. I would love a Joseph Magnus cigar blend for everybody, but that's super expensive. So I don't know if everybody would want that.
That's your favorite one, isn't it?
That is my favorite cigar blend, but it's also the most expensive cigar blend I own.
Yeah.
Thoughts on whiskeys that are bottle finished, as in like, you're talking about the, what's the one, Oak and Eden, where they like put the oak spires in there, Matt? Clarify for me, if you would. And so they put it in a bottle, and then they throw some crap in the bottle and put it out on the shelf. If that's what you're talking about, not a good idea. No bueno. Not a fan of that. Haven't had one of those I tend to like. What makes a cigar blend a cigar blend? Typically, it's going to be high proof, and it's going to be a blend of different finished whiskeys, probably with like a cognac finish base, something like that. So it just, like, really what makes it a cigar blend is just calling it a cigar blend on your label. I think that's the only there are no requirements. You could just take this and make it higher proof and say, this is our wheat cigar blend.
I'll share.
Oh, you're going to give it to me here?
Oh, my goodness.
Can I do a video on the 23 B-Tax if I could get them?
Yes, send us the 23.
Yes, or oak and yeah, just not a fan of that. Not a fan. Like oak spirals. So anytime you try to speed up the oaking of a bourbon, it just makes for not great bourbon. Yeah. Now, I've found like the Roaming Man that we did up at Sugarlands Distilling. Most of that was small barrels. They're moving to bigger barrels. The small barrels there, like small barrels tend to add like a kind of a raisiny date flavor to me, and a harsh oakiness. Now, if you can get the raisins without the harsh oakiness, it's really good. And I like the Roaming Man. It really worked with the rye. And honestly, going with the bigger barrels might be a mistake because you might not get that raisiny flavor that folks like. I tried some Kings County the other day again for the first time in a while. I kind of like the raisiny flavor I got from that, but it was a high malt. I talked with my hands.
Man.
I know I spilled the good stuff too, didn't I?
I should not have pushed it over there to you.
It's a high malt. So I didn't like the malt, but I like the raisiny flavor I got on it. So, but staves for me or spirals just add harsh oakiness, and I'm not a big fan. Justin, sipping on the Stag 22A from Columbus while watching tonight. So Justin, this is Justin that was in the hunt that I bought him the Stag from. We bought it from Crazy Cecil's. Crazy Cecil, we overpaid, but I'm glad you got it, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Daniel with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate the support there, Daniel. I know. I talk with my hands. It happens.
He does. That's why when he's talking, I'm like moving over here.
If you noticed, all the ones I've drank, I slide way out here, and then Jill slides one right here in the danger zone.
Oh, I told you about it, though. I said
You did tell me.
Sharing.
You want to lick this off the bar right here?
No, I
might let it.
I am not. I don't need it that bad, babe.
A 3-quart pick? I don't know anything
happen.
about 3-quart. Hey, Big J Rock, send me a message. Let me know. Send me an email, info@Brewzle. If you've got anybody you think we should be doing a pick with, info@Brewzle.com, and we will add them to the list. I'll have Grant reach out. We'll get some samples. We'll see if we want to. Yeah, good thing there wasn't much in the glass. Exactly.
I know.
Have tried Blade and Bow, bud. It's a solid pour. Nothing wrong with that one at all. It's not super remarkable to me. Like, it's a little kind of middle of the road bourbon, but it's good. Like, there's nothing off-putting about it. Logan Martin, are you a member of Sazerac Barrel Select? Yes. And it seems it's the second best way to get a store pick chance. And so I'm in there. I've got some points. I've got some friends that have more points than me. I'm hoping they win. We're trying to work with a retailer. We might have some Buffalo Trace picks coming. We'll just have to, I don't know. I can't say anything about it. I don't know. It is alcohol abuse if you don't lick it off the countertop, Jill.
No.
No? Which one was it? This one? Mm. Daniel wants me to come to Pensacola.
Okay.
Jill also wants me to come to Pensacola.
I'm always down for a trip to Florida.
I'll
never say no to that. Well, sometimes I might say no, but usually not.
I've seen the Jimmy Red Corn a few times. Haven't bought it yet. I need to.
You left some in there.
I left it for you, babe.
Oh, thank you.
This is good.
Yeah, that was really good.
This is good whiskey. But after you have that,
yeah, it's hard to go.
you can't go to this.
Man, this is just
Alvin wants me to come
good.
to South Korea.
Wow.
We're talking right now, we might be doing a Tijuana, Mexico bourbon hunt. Anybody been to Tijuana? Am I going to find anything? Should I just switch to tequila? Should it be a tequila hunt? I don't even know what I'm looking for. Community United Calvary Church. Good to see you. Hopefully y'all can drink at that church. Hopefully that's a church that allows some consumption of alcohol. Don't know if you accidentally logged in under the church's YouTube channel, but we are working. We're talking to Middle West right now. Thank you for joining. Be safe in Tijuana. We'll have a guide for sure.
Gosh.
Natty, stop with that. I think I saw Jimmy Redcorn just sitting on the shelf. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I haven't tried it. You get the Wild Turkey 12 and 13 year there in Korea. We actually have a friend bringing back 8-year and 12-year Wild Turkeys from, was he in Bali?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll have that. Hold it together, Jill.
I am.
Jonathan said.
I'm holding
What's she got to hold together?
We
do need to do a San
crazy.
Diego hunt.
You are crazy.
About to get a Thomas. I'm trying to protect the church. Find old Dusty's. That's what I'm hoping. Like, find some cool stuff. That's going to be fun. I don't know what I was reading. Some of y'all have drank too much. I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all know. I'm trying to read y'all's comments, and I'm not sure they're in English. They seem like they might be in English. Dusty's from Smith Station, right down the road. We used to live out there in Salem.
Yep. So
out that way. Can I blind Southern Star and give me your honest tasting notes sometime? Well, I mean, if I did it right now, I'd know what it is. It's good. Like, I like Southern Star. We're talking about doing a barrel pick with them. So it's good. It's a weeder. It's a nice pour. Chris Kenny, have you tried anything from Hard Truth Distillery in Nashville, Indiana? The High Road Rye is good. Haven't tried that one yet, Chris. I appreciate the super chat, and I hate that I don't have anything to report on it.
Josh from Spillway said my vodka's almost gone.
Your vodka is getting low. Your gin. Here, hold on. Whoa.
No, don't you put nothing into my water.
Here, Jill. You can have, like, there you go.
I don't want
go
that.
for it.
I don't want that.
What about this right here? Is this better? You good with that? No? No? Here. If you don't like those, you can try this one right here if you want.
I don't want any of these, babe.
No?
I got my water.
What about this one? You do that one right there?
I don't want them. My goodness.
Here. If you want something a little classier.
Husband.
No? Okay, I'll quit bringing them. I will quit bringing them out. Fine.
Are you out?
Fine.
You're out. He only quit because he's out. That's all he's got. He wants some, oh, never. That's club soda. I'll take that.
Okay, you're right.
I got you.
She got me.
You stalked because.
I mean, I have more, but they're
I mean,
in the,
I have been
they're in the
married
back.
to
That's
you
all
for
the
25
it's all the ones I have
years.
under the desk. Dang
I
it.
know that's why you
Jill,
stopped.
it was a fun gag. Why you got to call me out like that? Lord. Yeah, gin's not my thing. Bottle flip.
Oh no, that's not a good one.
Dang it.
Oh,
It broke.
it's open.
It's not it's not a very good.
My goodness.
Alrighty. Can I pick something for you to try? Yes, Devin. That's probably a good idea. When somebody's gonna have to mop up all this water on the floor right now. So I have not done a review on Little Book 7. I do have a Little Book 7, but it was signed by Fred and Freddie No, and so I don't know when I'm going to open it. Donald Barber says, thoughts on American single malt? Tried one, not a fan. It scared me away from trying others. Garrison Brothers Honeydew is my latest weakness. I'm not sure we've tried the Honeydew. I'm not a huge fan of single malt anything, honestly. Like single malts, not my jam. I know I'm not going to like them. I typically just stay away from them unless somebody hands me one. So I'm with you. I'm with you on all of that. Andrew, Buddy is going to Japan next week. Anything other than Blanton's he should look out for that are U.S. bourbons with special releases in Japan? Yeah, I mean, obviously the Blanton's, but like somebody said, the Wild Turkey, the age stuff, the 8-year, the 12-year.
Yeah.
I think somebody said the 15-year. Those are export only. I think Four Roses may do some export only stuff. I'm not sure about that. So what you need to do, like with our friend, we just said, take picture of the whole liquor selection. Sent that picture to Jill. Why, I don't know, but Jill's like, do you want anything here? It doesn't look like anything worth having. I was like, that is a Wild Turkey 8 and a Wild Turkey 12. Please get those. So, dang it. I just saw the ad inserted thing up there. I don't know how to turn that crap off in the middle of the stream. I don't think we can. Sorry about that. Also, Starlight Cigar Batch, J-Man says, and Lucky 7. I like the Lucky 7 I have. Really good stuff. Like I might actually reach out. We might do some stuff with them. I like the Lucky 7. I think it's the Proprietor. You want to try that one? No, Jill's on her wine. I like it. Starlight, I like Starlight stuff. We did some barrel picks with Starlight. Their cigar batch, No. That's Amberana. Like, I don't know why Amberana would be a cigar batch, but the one I have is Amberana finished, and it is, they were the first for me to really do Amberana. The first I saw really doing Amberana. I'm sure somebody might have done it first, but like they're before all these Johnny-come-latelys, and I don't think they had realized at that time that Amberana's awful. So they Amberana the hell out of this thing, and it's just not for me. Do I have a softness for bottled in bond? You know, I don't know if it's a softness, Jimmy. I'm just soft in general, but a bottle in bond, just like, it just means typically that distillery distilled it. That's really what I'm looking for. It's like, it's not something they just sourced in and put out, right? They did something with it. They may have contract distilled it, but like at least they had it distilled. So I like bottle and bonds because I know I'm getting 100 proof. I know I'm getting 4 years old, and I'm typically getting something that they made themselves. So sometimes that works out. Most of the time that works out to something pretty delicious. Sometimes it doesn't. What's a barrel going for these days? So many factors go into that, Matt. Like some barrels are super stupid and expensive. On average, when we're trying to figure out how many barrels I can buy and not sell before I have to get rid of my house, we calculated it like about $10,000 a barrel. But, you know, sometimes that, like, obviously we hope y'all buy it and we don't have to worry about that.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. We've had a few take a while to sell, but we had several barrels drop in that covered the cost of that one until they sold. But all the ones that have taken a while have been Ryes. So, moral of the story here, J-Rock, don't buy too many Ryes. Alan, was it Alan D's? Was it Alan D's in Michigan? We had a good time out there, Wide Open Throttle. With the chicken fingers, I think that was Allen D's with the chicken fingers. That was so good. I wished I had an Allen D's here because I would eat those chicken fingers once a week. No joke. Peyton Abels, if you had to choose one bourbon that you could only drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? Weller Antique 107. Easy freaking question. I nailed that one. What would you pick?
That wheat.
Jill likes cream cheese frosting, apparently. When we hosted a Brewzle we're working on it, Matt. We're trying to buy some property right now. I've got some partners I'm waiting on to get some numbers together and do something. I'm hoping end of February I know a whole lot more. I'm not sure. It might be on into March, like February, March, before I know for sure. But it is time to get something moving or move on for sure. Best way to ask for allocated stuff in a new store. In a new store, you're probably not getting any allocated stuff because they probably don't have it, just to be honest. But like, so don't go in there looking for allocated stuff. Go in there looking for a good bottle of whiskey. Ask them about their whiskey. Ask them how they handle allocated stuff. And then when they, if they don't have any allocated stuff, ask them for a recommendation. As long as they don't recommend anything stupid, buy their recommendation. Build a relationship with them. Every time you go in, make sure you're talking to the guy, right? Like typically a new store, not always, could be a big store, could be a chain, somebody could have bought it. Typically the owner's going to be working in there at least during the day. So go in there, the manager, the owner, whomever, and just make sure you talk to them every time you're in there. Buy a few bottles. Doesn't take a lot, 2, 3, 4 times. You've been in there, you might have just bought some Jack Daniels. They might have recommended a Michter's or something. You picked those up, you had a good time. Now you've got a relationship and you're like, hey, if you ever get any allocated stuff, love to be on the list. I have a little barcode on my phone. I was like, here, just scan that. Now you got my contact info. Send me a text. Let's talk about some whiskey sometime. Invite them over to your house. Give them a pour of whiskey. Like, you got to schmooze them. You got to date these liquor store managers, if you're going to try to consummate that relationship later with some allocated whiskey. And on the flip side, I don't really get a lot of relationship whiskey, so probably not the best guy to ask.
You could ask Jason.
Ask Jason. The problem is you didn't take J-Rock on any of your other rye picks.
Says J-Rock.
Fair point, J-Rock. J-Rock was not on, the J-Rock pick sold pretty good. Tanners, can you do something with Middle West or Watershed in Columbus, Ohio? Yes. We are having conversations right now with Middle West, and if those go well, we'll probably do something with Watershed as well. I need to go back to my Watershed bottle. It's been a while since I've tried it. Maybe I need to get a few more samples from them. But the sherry the problem is I want a sherry finished bourbon from Middle West. That was my favorite out of all the stuff I had from them. And like, they've got some good stuff, but I don't want some good stuff. I want my favorite. And they said that it's kind of low this year. Like, we're kind of low on supplies. Like, that's cool. Like, be low on, I don't need all the supply. I just need 1, 2, 3 barrels. I don't, like, whatever. Like, be low. Just give me a few barrels. Like, we're good. So we'll see. As soon as, like, Quirk finally gave up, and then I saw him. Thoughts on Brooklyn Brewery? Don't know. Never been to Brooklyn Brewery. Haven't had any of it. Sorry, Quirk. But Four Roses, like, the problem is the chat moves so fast, it is really hard for us to see.
Yes, it's very
all the
hard.
comments. I apologize, but that is just the nature of the beast when you've got
And tonight
1,100
seems
people.
even worse. Like, I'm usually
Even better. It's not worse, it's better.
Well, I mean,
we want some folks coming.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I usually can keep up with it better than I am tonight. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe I'm out of practice. That's what it is.
We just posted, it's been a few weeks. We just posted a Jefferson's Ocean video. The voyage I have, the weeded voyage, is actually really good. Every other one I've had, not a big fan.
Travis asked, how was the Malbec? It's really good. I really like this one.
It's a good Malbec.
I don't...
Roll! Keep making great videos. Hope you visit SoCal. We will at some point. We just made it over to San Jose. But I hope to get further south than that at some point.
We were barely in San Jose.
Yeah, for like a
Jason picked
overnight,
us up,
and then we flew in,
we flew in
crashed,
really late,
we got up the next morning, we left.
Yes.
That is a good bottle of wine right there, for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, trying to make sure I keep up. Have you had any Found North? If you watched the Alabama Lottery video, Kyle had a Found North. And I thought it was pretty good. I want to say it was a Canadian whiskey we had or something. It wasn't a bourbon, but it was good. My buddy has nicknamed me Brewzle Brian because of me. I hope that's a compliment and not like a hate crime. Like, I don't, why is he doing that? How about something lower proof for the next pour? How low a proof is this? I don't know what the proof on that is, but we are going to try it. Jill has not tried this, and I've got this year's that I haven't opened. This one is from several years ago. I've been nursing this one for a while, but now that I have a backup, I'm going to let Jill try it. I was holding it from her. I wasn't going to let her try it. Now she can have. No, that's not true.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Nothing wrong with Parker's Heritage there, Cigars and Spirits New England. I've got the Parker's Heritage right here. I really liked it. I've been to LA, I've been to Los Angeles, and I've been to Lower Alabama. I don't know which LA you're referring to.
Been to both.
But we haven't bourbon hunted LA yet. We need to do that.
We went to Disney.
We did go to Disney. Dylan says.
We did bourbon hunt in Disney.
I mean, we looked for an old fashioned. We got the Eagle Jip. Where they said they had Eagle Rare. It was an Eagle Rare old fashioned, but it wasn't Eagle Rare.
We got to go back and try again.
I don't think so. I think we've solved that mystery.
I don't think
Would you give me a fresh Glen, please?
Yes.
Dylan, do you like 1792? I mean, it's okay. I'm not like the Barton stuff. I like it's good whiskey, but I just don't love it. Like, I just haven't had the 12-year, probably my favorite, but that one's super hard to get. And so, you know, again, I like it. Don't know if I love it. Matt, we just went over the picks just a little bit ago, so I don't want to go over them again and bore everybody. But we do have, do I go over them again? We got Frey Ranch, we've got Still Austin, we've got 4 from Short Barrel of Bee's Knees, 2 toasted, an OZ Tyler / Green River, and we've got, the 2 Ben Holladays. That's what it is. Those are coming. And then we've got a bunch of samples. We're talking to a bunch of distilleries. We are trying to release at least 5 barrels every other month to our group. And Big Country, I want a 107 pick, but not yet. It's not happening yet. Richard with the super chat. The Short Barrel J-Rock Rye has been the best barrel pick so far. Green River is going to be releasing their own rye now. Hope it's that was a Green River rye, I think, so it should be similar. Should be. Not going to be as good as J-Rock's, just because J-Rock's superb skill set in picking that barrel. Okay, Green River's going to blend them all together. They don't have somebody as smooth and sophisticated as J-Rock to go in there and take out the honey barrels. Kodiak, nothing for sure in February, but that is our goal. Like it should. They're all en route, and barring something dumb and unforeseen happening, we might have to wait till late February, but they're dropping. Like we probably will hold some back. I'm hoping they all get there, and we have to hold a couple to the next drop. Do we skip super chats on purpose, bud? We try not to skip any super chat, but like sometimes the super chats come so fast. That's all we read. We didn't skip any, did we? Or if you're saying, do we skip 2 super chats? Like if you super chat, we want to make sure we answer that one. But that's like if the super chats slow down and there's not any for us to read, then we try to just read, like we sit there and read the general chat. Like we're not trying to just get you to pay, but like if you're crazy enough to donate to us, just sitting here drinking whiskey, we want to make sure we read your chat.
We're pretty good at keeping up with it though.
With the super chats, yes.
With all of it, usually.
But when there's how many, I don't know how many, like let's go to the analytics here. We are getting, chat rate is 23. I don't know what that means. 23 chats a minute?
Probably.
I'm not going to be able to keep up with that. That's just like, you can't, I could talk fast, but I can't talk that fast. Like I could just right now, as Wayne is, just joined your Patreon, love the content. You do an amazing job, and I'm looking forward to some great picks. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate it. Okay. Quirks right here. Come to any. I don't know what we're in. Any what? Tim in Texas, Majestics. We're going to try to keep up with all of them. Majestics Liquor Store in Fort Worth, Texas has a giant whiskey selection. That is awesome. We'll try that out. Quirk says come to New York. We were just in New York. We just did some hunting in Times Square. We didn't find a whole lot, but we got to do all of New York. Is that Hoochie Town? Hokatown Distillery? Some cool stuff in southeast Oklahoma. Sounds good. How do we buy? Be a member of the Patreon. That's the best way. J-Rock's pop. See, now I'm scrolling off top of the freaking screen. That's how it works, okay?
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
You did miss a super chat then that time.
I missed a super chat?
Yeah.
Which one did I miss?
Go right there.
I just read that one.
Oh, did you read that one?
I read that one.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell because you were going
Wayne
so fast.
joined the patron, loves the
Thank you,
content.
Wayne.
Looking forward to some great picks. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Wayne.
I was trying.
Whew.
Red Clay update. I need to go try the beer.
Oh.
It's at like 2 months now. It's at 2 months as of yesterday, I think. It is at 2 months. So I haven't tried. We've been gone, so I haven't tried it yet. I'll try to get there this week. Christian, hey, Brewzle and Jill, much love. Found you recently and love the channel. Been going through your videos. Really enjoy the content. Keep it up. Got my palate used to bourbon. Found Wellers and Trace. Man, you got a great start. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brooklyn Distillery. That's how they spell it. Has a great weeded. I have to check that out. Like, sniff that. Just sniff it. Just sniff it. Would you sniff that? My local whiskey fest will have Rock Hill Farms available for tasting.
Wow.
Where is this whiskey fest at? RSR?
Can we come?
Yeah, can I get an invite? Haven't seen a poor fool in a while. Want to do a poor fool, Jill? We'll do that. We're going to close out with a poor fool. Do we still have the graphic?
Is that when I pour a bottle for you?
That is where you just pick a random bottle.
Yeah, but I told you I can't be like.
You just have to pick one on the bottom or the middle
I'll
shelf.
pick one on the bottom. And
Jill's got stretchy pants on, so you're not going to be stretching up there to try to get y'all. I'll have to like cut to the thing and then
I
come
got
back.
my PJs on, okay, people?
Haven't tried Manifest.
This does smell good.
That is so good. That Michter, you're not going to try it. You want to try it. It's a little more oaky than it smells. What's the max price for Rock Hill Farms? If I don't have one, $200, $250. That's my limit. That's if I don't have one. What are prices for barrel picks and tax? MSRP.
That is good.
Just straight MSRP. Unless you're in Texas, I don't think you have to pay tax. Like, taxes included in the price. But it is MSRP, whatever that is. So it varies based on the pick, right? Some pick, like we don't mark them up at all. The Fireball Kegger. So I accidentally kicked the Fireball Keg when I was back there one day, and one of the taps opened up and leaked all the Fireball from that tap into the floor.
Oh my gosh, really? You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, it did. And I did the responsible thing and just left it. And so it's a little sticky in there now. I think it's enough dust in there to cover it though. But we still have 2 taps with plenty of Fireball. We just haven't, do I want to do more Fireball videos? Probably not. Minnesota-based whiskey. What's a Minnesota-based whiskey? Like Jay Henry's going to be Wisconsin. I think we bought a Minnesota whiskey. I want to say we bought it. I just can't remember which one it was, Jeremy. Peyton should come to the Missouri Bourbon Festival. Send me deets. Maybe I will. I don't know. Where's it at?
Missouri? Bourbon. In Missouri. I mean, he said where it was at. It's in Missouri.
Missouri is a whole freaking state, though.
I know, but it's in Missouri.
Favorite Bowman? Oh, the A Bowman cash strength? Yes, please. I did just buy the Bowman single barrel. I like those a lot, too. Shout out to all the homies in the Discord, Still Funky says. Thank you for great content, TJ and G.
Dustin wants to know my favorite. I'm not sure what favorite, possibly my favorite bourbon. And
Yeah.
if that is what you're asking, Dustin, it is William LaRue Weller.
It is the WL.
That is my favorite.
Do the free patrons, sometimes, Jesse, so we're trying to drop a lot of barrels, and if the regular patron doesn't eat them all up, it'll get down to free patron. So some bottles do oftentimes get down to the free patron, and we're dropping so many with each drop, I think a lot of them will get down to the free patron tier. You just, everybody else just gets priority first, and then the free tier kind of gets what's left, and then it'll go to the mailing list and stuff like that. But yes, a lot of bottles will get down there. I have not had a Pennsylvania whiskey, Dylan.
Joe mentioned the Chiefs versus the 49ers. Yeah, go Chiefs.
Taylor Swift's playing in that game. I think
Go
she's going to
Chiefs.
do really well. I
Go
think
Chiefs.
she's going to be an All-Pro this year.
She's awesome.
Yamakaze, Landon says. I don't know much about Japanese whiskey. Do you want to do a pour full? Let me see if I can guess it.
Sure
I'm not
thing,
going to. I'm just
Chicken
going to let y'all know. No, it's not going to happen.
Jimmy says I need a proper proof crown.
I concur.
I concur.
I concur. I'm on board with that. I'm for reckless spending anywhere I can get it. We're going to buy a crown. Crown of thorns.
All right, I'm going to put it in a colored glue.
Rugby says, love your channel. Is this still a hobby or is it now a full-time job? I own a small business, and so this is not full-time at this point. Is there a 21-year crown? You talking about Crown Royal, I assume? Don't know. Did we try the dry fly triticale yet? No. I did have a little pour of it.
You did?
Yes.
I did not try it.
We'll try it. Let me do this pour full. I'll go back and visit it before we close out this stream. So I'm going to leave. Y'all will still be able to hear us.
Tyler said thanks for the good times in Reno as well. Great people.
Yeah, I skipped right past that.
We had a great time in Reno.
So
Tyler was one that joined us.
Tyler is a maniac. We go to Reno, we have a meetup, and Tyler flew in all the way from Idaho to come to the meetup, which is...
he's awesome.
And weird.
That's awesome.
It's awesome and strange. I wouldn't fly all the way from Idaho to Reno to hang out with me.
But we're glad he did.
This is the 10-year Michters.
We watched the Chiefs versus... Who did we watch them? It wasn't the Ravens. It was the ones before that.
It was the one, whoever they beat before, the peasants they beat
Whoever they beat before that. We watched that together. Yes.
All right, find me a pour, Jill.
All right. So I'm trying to stump you, right?
Or you could just try to make it easy on me because I'm going to lose this miserably. My taste buds are not. I haven't really drank a lot of whiskey in a couple of weeks. My taste buds are not very trained.
Why would I want to do that?
Give me a fresh Glen, though.
I got you a fresh Glen.
Okay.
All right, let's see. I don't know.
Y'all give me some clues in the chat. Wait right now, right now.
Don't give him any clues,
They'll roll out before I see them. So y'all wait until.
There's too many to choose from. Like, come on. Like,
see, the problem is I don't know if I trust y'all. If y'all posted the right bottle, I'd be like, it's not that. Y'all are just trying to make me be wrong. I know y'all. Like, I know. Y'all can't fool me. I mean, she can fool me. She gonna fool me on this bottle.
This is overwhelming, and I don't know what to pick. Because there's too much to pick from.
Honestly, it's more fun when I'm wrong. You know, it sucks being right most of the time. Like, that's no fun. Nobody likes that.
Too much, too much, too much. I should be mean, but I'm not gonna be.
She's always mean.
I'm never mean.
Damn, I was whispering. She's got them bat ears. What in the world?
I think I'm gonna pick this one.
Oh, you don't want to pick that one?
This is gonna be fun.
I would say somebody text me the answer, but I don't have
my phone. Don't anybody
on me.
text him no answer.
My phone's in there with her.
All right, let's see.
Did you hear that?
I didn't need a ladder.
I think I'm in here
Not
so I can hear her, but I can't see him in the new studio.
I need a ladder though. I need a special ladder.
Should be done in about a month.
All right, you can come in. We'll see if you get this or not.
It'd be similar, but a little bit of a change in about a month. You got it figured out. Okay. Are there any clues that are offered, or is it just a free for all?
Well, no.
No clues.
No clues.
Oh, you didn't pick that one.
Yes, I did. I picked that one. Whatever that one is.
I was about to say, where'd my water bottle go, but it's in the floor.
Oh, it's in the floor, mister.
It's in the floor.
Dropped my water bottle that Jill so nicely brought down for me. And then I wanted to play bottle toss with it.
You told me to flip the bottle.
I did not tell you to flip the bottle.
Somebody
told you to flip the bottle. But while you're doing that, I'm gonna say some thank you to some people that really helped us out on our trip. And so we just want to say thank you to Jason, Jason like helped us arrange our travel, and he picked us up in San Jose and drove us all over the place. So thank you, Jason. That was awesome. And he introduced us to his friend Ryan in Truckee, and we had a wonderful dinner at his restaurant, Truckee Tavern. So if you're ever in Truckee, California, go by Truckee Tavern and grill. It was an amazing dinner. And thank you so much for that. And then we also want to say thank you to Jeff and Norma. Jeff was the guy at Rayleigh's. And we went back to his house and had a really good time. So that was really fun.
Also got a Michter's 10 rye there.
Ah. And then, of course, Frey Ranch. Your hospitality was amazing. We had the best time. Like, we loved you guys before, but it's just 10 times. We love you so much. It was just an amazing time. We had a great time. I think I can say it's my favorite barrel pick.
Frey?
Frey, okay. Because I just love everything they do there. I also love our Ben Holladay pick. That was amazing too. So both of those have been wonderful. Every place we've been, we've had a good time, but some just stand out more than others. Oh yeah, I think I said Jesse. He's the hospitality. Was it hospitality? No. Is it hospitality he is there at Frey Ranch? Jesse?
I believe so.
Yeah, he did a great job. He's really super sweet. And Russell, the master distiller, he was awesome. Let's see. I had to write it down because I can't remember everything. And all of our wonderful patrons that came on the trip with us, Jason, Raj, Levi, his mom, Karen. I got to meet Levi's mom. Levi is my barrel pick son now. He actually could be my son.
Your BPS?
Yeah, he's my barrel pick son.
I have not had the 135th anniversary Four Roses, by the way. I would really like it.
So I got to meet his mom, Karen. We also had Eric that came out, and Max and his friend. We had a really good time with everybody. Thank you guys for joining us on the pick. We hope you had a good time. And then also everybody that came out to the bourbon hunt in Reno and the meetup. We met Tracy and her husband and Kyle and Tyler, of course. He hung out with us a lot. And we also met Gary. And I saved Gary for last because Gary was, for me, one of the highlights of the trip, meeting Gary. He is a fan of the channel, and we just had the best time with Gary. He is the sweetest guy I know. He is just amazing. He did so much to help everybody, not just us. I think Tyler can say the same thing. He took Tyler around. He brought him to wherever we were. He was just the sweetest guy. He sent us home with a suitcase because we needed more space to bring stuff home. So we loved meeting Gary. He's hopefully a forever friend because he was just the most awesome guy ever. So Gary, if you're watching, we loved meeting you, and we can't wait to see you again. And I think that's pretty much all that I can think of.
I'm shot.
And you don't know what this was.
This was delicious. It's just cherry juice, right? It's really sweet, really cherry forward. I don't get the fruitiness that I would normally get on like a Buffalo Trace, which is oftentimes cherry forward. But I'm going to go with Hancock Reserve.
No.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 guesses.
I have no, I am completely and totally, I told y'all I was going to be
stumped. I cannot believe I stumped you.
Wow, what is it? Is it what? It's not 107.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
It's 107.
Okay. It's not hitting me with the, of course, we've been having a lot of high proof stuff. I mean, I think the Hancock Reserve is a decent guess for a 107. It's not as good, but I got the cherry, so I was like, I was thinking. Hold on, we gotta do it here. Hold on.
I won.
See do we have the poor fool thing in here? Hold on.
I won.
Where's it at?
I won.
I don't know if it's still in here.
I don't either. But
oh, there you go.
I won.
All right, the green screen didn't work. It didn't work.
Oh my goodness.
It's not keyed out. It's not keyed out. It didn't work. Yeah, my palate's shot tonight after the high proof stuff.
I did good.
Well, I mean, so I was thinking it was a Buffalo Trace, like with the sweetness and the cherry forward, but then I'm like, it just doesn't have all the other things I normally get on a Weller or a Buffalo Trace. But it threw me.
Oh,
so,
we missed Dylan's chat.
We did miss Dylan's chat.
Sorry, Dylan.
Alex says, what should I try out in California? You should try the cask strength Redwood Empire stuff for sure.
Sorry.
Which one did we miss?
Dylan? Dylan!
I love the vids. Okay, sorry, Dylan.
So sorry.
Love the vids. You've helped tons. Love the cask jack. I found out. I love
Ooh.
wheated bourbon. Got a private selection makers, and it's great. What do you recommend for a wheated? I could try a Weller Special Reserve. If you get a bottle of Weller Special Reserve for $45, that's a little high, but like do that. Pull the trigger on that. Also, Southern Star Paragon is a pretty good wheater. Ben Holladay soft red wheat. That's the one you need to go to. So,
do we miss anything else?
I don't think so. But this I'm not giving excuses. I'm giving reasons. Because honestly, I did not think this, after the high proof stuff, I did not think this was 107 proof. I would never, grab me the 107. I need more of that because I just did not feel like that was 107 proof.
13th Century Rye Reserve, did we get the bottle? 140.9 proof, your pitch. Yeah! The one with your picture on it.
We did get that bottle,
yes.
We did get that bottle. It's in the back for stuff for me to go through. So I got that. When we came back, we were gone for 2 weeks. When we came back, I had a bunch of bottles of stuff. And so I just haven't gone through everything yet.
Thank you for sending that. I told him
So
that
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just want to make sure I say this because a lot of people are going to be like, oh, excuses or whatever. Like some people are joking, and that's fun. Because give me a hard time, I love it. But a lot of folks will be like, oh, he just don't know what he's talking. Like blinds are fun. Do blinds. Do blinds. We do them honestly. Like that still does not smell like 107 to me. Like it is very cherry forward, but it just doesn't have the floral notes that I'm used to. That's why I thought maybe it was a different Buffalo Trace. But do blinds because all of the things you hold very dear to your self-worth will be obliterated in a blind. And it will vary from day to day depending on what you've had. Like, this is just supposed to be fun. Like, don't tie yourself up into your decisions or what you've chosen or what you said your favorite is. Just have a good time with it and don't take it so serious because I do not care. Like, honestly, if I put this in a blind against other stuff, and this being a bottle I've stated I love, I want nothing more than for this bottle to lose. Now, if somebody just hands it to me randomly, I want to be able to pick it out. And
is it a fresh bottle?
It is cherry forward. And I did think, okay, this might be a Weller, but I just didn't get but my palate's probably a little bit muted after a couple of 130 proof pours.
Yeah. And
so I'm not picking that up. Even now, knowing what it is, I pick up the cherry. I'm not picking. That's why I thought maybe it was the Hancock because Hancock has some of that kind of Buffalo Trace cherry forwardness.
Paul is the owner of 13th Century Whiskey. He says he looks forward to you tasting whenever it's unique.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Paul. Thank you. I appreciate you sending the bottle.
And I thank you for putting his picture on it.
Yes, that was a little weird.
I told him it was him.
I saw it, and I was like, it's got a dude on the bottle. And Jill's like, I think that dude's you. And I was like, that's not me.
I was like, that's you.
And then I looked at it, and I was like, that's me. You're right. On the
you.
angle, that's me. Dominican Republic in the house. All right, I was supposed to try the Triticale, and I think we've come to the conclusion that my palate is garbage at this point. So this is going to be a very honest and very useless review, but we're going to try it anyway. After this live stream, I am going to jump into Discord. We're going to be into the supporter-only live stream. So if you are in our Patreon, be sure to go in there and link Discord if you're in Discord as well. And it'll be an audio chat where we can all talk. So I'll jump over there for a little while. I don't know if I'm going to, sometimes it gets out of hand. I'm over there like 2 or 3 hours. I don't know if I'm doing that tonight. I'm pretty tired. I'm ready to go to bed, but we will hang out and do that for just a little while. What do I think of the Weller Killer Southern Star? I think it's good. It's not a Weller Killer. It's not that, Mark. It's good though. It's a good whiskey. It's a good weeded whiskey. All right, so let's try, I'm going to try the Triticale. See if I can find it. I think it got put in the back, and then we'll call it.
All
Alrighty, let's see if I can locate this dry fly.
Oh, okay. Now I know what I was like.
Now what?
Ollie. I didn't know what you were talking about.
I don't know, some sort of release from dry fly. I'm not sure exactly. I had it and then it got put up, but if y'all can see back here, it's a disaster.
It is a disaster. Jeff says he found your channel a few days ago, just finished watching all of your road trip picks. Fun seeing what you pick out. Well, thanks for watching, Jeff. Chud's Barbecue says they'll trade you a brisket for a bottle.
Ooh, that.
He's interested.
Don't tempt me with a good time. I suck at brisket. I tried to smoke a brisket, and I think my thermostat on my Big Green Egg was bad, so I ended up with like a very well done brisket. And it was like half the time it was supposed to go, so I'm pretty sure it was the thermostat. I replaced the thermostat, but I haven't been brave enough to try it again. I'm a pork guy all the way. Like pulled pork is kind of what I do if I'm some ribs typically if I'm going to be smoking something.
Yeah, see, y'all thought that was too easy. That's too easy, Jill. He'll get that one.
See, I just did not think she would do it. I did not think she would go for it.
I used the reverse psychology on
She
him.
did, because like I looked at it and I was like, there's no way she went for this. This just doesn't seem to, I said, this doesn't seem to have the proof, and there's no way she's going to pour 107. No way. And so I was wrong.
He was wrong.
I'm an idiot. Who knows? Straight Triticale whiskey. I don't know what Triticale stands for. I don't know what it means. I know this is 3 years old and it's light in color. That's what I know.
That's what I know. Is that?
Do you need to be a patron to attend? So you do need to be a patron to attend the after party, basically. What is it?
Oh, like when you open the door, like get a smell. So I didn't know if that was the Fireball on the floor.
That might be me. Sorry about that. Yeah, it probably is the Fireball on the floor. What does it smell like? Cinnamon?
No, not really
Okay.
cinnamon.
It could be the fact that there's like 500 bottles of whiskey back there. You could just be. What is wheat? Is Triticale? So this is a wheat? Is that what we're saying? This is a straight wheat whiskey? I don't know. That's a fancy word. Why couldn't they just say wheat?
Paul said, I put TJ's picture because it was fun and a challenge. Marketing told me not to add pictures. Weird. Got it. Guess marketing was right. No more fun for me. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool once I realized what it was. I just like, why would they? I just thought it was. So we've got a couple of bottles back there. One of the ones we got out west had the picture of like the owner or master distiller. I don't know. It was very similar. And I just thought it was a bottle from them. Honestly, I just didn't, like, I didn't even look to see it was me.
I thought it was cool.
It was cool. I just didn't realize what it was at first. Half wheat, half rye. There you go. I mean, you could put that and I would know. Like, why you got to put fancy words?
Well, half wheat, half rye does not look as good as Triticale.
It's not as sophisticated. You're right.
It is not.
You're right. So it's a little dusty. It smells a little youthful. 3 years old. It's not super old, but if it's 3 years old, aged out west, that is really young, right? It smells like it might be in a small barrel too. Like there's a little bit of bitter oak tannins with fire coming down the.
Fell down the stairs.
Our dog almost fell down the stairs.
Fire! What are you doing? You walk down those stairs every day, buddy.
So there's a little bit of apricot flavor going on,
strong.
a little bit of oak tannins. Like it's interesting. A little bit of citrus on the finish. It's not bad. There's nothing here where I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. I expected it to be awful, to be honest with you. Like no offense, but I thought looking at it that it was going to be small barrel, rapidly aged, and have a lot of harsh oak tannins. It doesn't have those. I do think it needs a lot more age, though. I think it needs more age. So it's okay, I guess is the best way I could put it. Like it's all right. Maybe if it was in a 53-gallon barrel and it aged for 3 more years, it might be really good. All right, how do we feel about Jack Daniel's Sinatra? I really like Jack Daniel's Sinatra, but I really think the Jack Daniel's Sinatra price is absurd. Like, all it is Jack Daniel's as Sinatra would have drank it. At some point in like the 90s, early 2000s, Jack Daniel's said, hey, we can make this stuff younger. We could drop it from 90 to 80 proof. Nobody will notice. And guess what? Everybody's like, you can't do that. They did it. Nobody noticed. So Sinatra is just a little older Jack Daniel's at 90 proof. It's better all the way around. It's not worth like 4 or 5 times the price. So, yeah, spiral cut barrel. So that's how they add a little more oakiness to it, is they groove the barrels. Dalton Films, if I like Maker's Mark and Yellowstone 93, what do you recommend I try next? I'm not real sure about Yellowstone. So what you're trying there, like Maker's is going to be a wheated, it's going to be a very sweet forward. Dang, I got the hiccups. I need my water.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't have dropped it on the floor.
Maker's is going to be a wheat. You might have to answer. You answer, Jill.
Maker's is going to be a wheat. No, what else?
So he's going lower proof.
He's going lower proof.
From the proof, he's going lower proof.
Lower proof.
He likes wheat. Yellowstone, I mean, is more middle of the road bourbon, like not wheat, not whatever. So, I mean, you would probably like the Buffalo Trace stuff. I think the Ben Holladay wheated would be right up your alley. That's better than the Maker's Mark. Yellowstone, I would want to see you step up proof a little bit and continue to try a few different whiskeys. Like maybe try Wild Turkey, the 101, which is going to have a little more proof and a little more rye, to see if you like those things.
I would do the Wild Turkey 101 and the Ben Holladay. Which one?
I just need more samples. Yeah, I need more samples than that, right? Because I don't have a lot of parallels to draw, because those are so different. The only real commonality there is they're not super high proof. San Francisco in the house. Green River wheated. I really like the Green River wheated. It needs more time. So it's really good. It just needs to be older to be fantastic. Do I prefer the Ben Holladay Rickhouse proof wheat over the bottle and bond wheat? So here's how they go. They're normal release bonded wheat or bourbon. Then you step up to the Rickhouse proof wheat or bourbon. And then you take a big leap to the single barrel releases Rickhouse proof bourbon or wheateds that I've tried. So their single barrels are out of this world compared to their normal stuff's really good. The Rickhouse proof's better. The single barrels far exceed it. And I've had a bunch of people here. I've given them all 3. Every one of them agree with me. Without me telling them what I was doing, every one of them loved the single barrels so much better. For $175, would I buy a JD Sinatra or Stag? A Stag, yes, absolutely, 100% a Stag. Yes, not even close. Angel's Envy is probably my favorite. What are some other good choices? So you're, like, Angel's Envy is a port wine finish. So then you got to ask yourself, are you stuck on port wine finishes? The Middle West, somebody was asking about that. The Middle West sherry finish might be for you. The Bowman port finish might be for you. I'm not a port finish fan. So, like, do you like port finish, or do you like the sweetness that comes with a port finish? How do I get a single barrel Holladay? We're going to be dropping a couple of barrels here, either February or April. Don't know, depends on when they arrive. Outside of that, the distillery releases some, and they've got some folks doing barrel picks around. So they're hard to get, but they can be found. Kiefer Bush from Huntsville, Alabama with the War Eagle.
War Eagle.
I appreciate everybody hanging out. We are going to call it right here. I'm going to jump into the supporter-only Discord chat. Again, if you are a patron,
jump on the couch.
Make sure you've linked your Discord to your patron, and you should be able to get into that. If you have problems, send somebody a message. Go in there and just DM a mod or something. Probably won't get it fixed tonight because we're going to be over there hanging out. If not, we'll get you fixed up for next time. We should be live fairly consistently for the future. We got a lot of travel planned this year, so I can't promise, but we're trying to work on actually finding places where we can live stream while we're on the road. So we may be doing some meetups and some streams with y'all in attendance. So y'all could jump on the stream or y'all can be a live studio audience. It's going to be a good time. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and we'll catch y'all later.
Good night.